Hello, hello. Wonderful morning to all the viewers and listeners. We begin with match number one on this beautiful Sunday morning. Stallions versus Warriors. Warriors won the toss and putting the Stallions into bat. And an obvious choice. I had mentioned that in the yesterday's game, whichever side wins the toss in the morning will opt to chase. Morning, there will be some purchase for the medium pacers. And even if there is not, I think there will be some moisture content for half an hour or maybe 1 hour. And it will require some time to die down. And the conditions are far better in the second innings. And even in the first innings, if you see this entire day, only the morning session for first 1 hour, you might see some help for the bowlers. But apart from that, we have seen a cracking match between the team of Avengers and the Royals. Royals posting almost 175 to chase, and it to end it and boil down to the last over. And finally, the Royals hanging in tight and winning the game by just 9 runs. It was a great game of cricket that we witnessed yesterday. In fact, this season, what I see is that the competition is fierce. The matches are going right down the wire, and it creates more interest among the followers of MCL, the players themselves, the families. Nicely worked on the offside. Should be looking for a couple of runs. The man was taken into the deep just a while ago, and 2 runs taken there. Yogesh Dalal and Infansho. Well, Infansho showed his class in the previous game. Well, just smoked the ball all across the park. And it was, I think, the quickest 35 that we have seen in MCL season so far. He just came, stayed for 10 minutes, done his work, and off he goes. Carefully watching it. Should be just a single. A cautious start from Yogesh Dalal, but we got to see what Infansho has in stores. Whether he's going to go the same attacking style. He's quite young compared to the other players. Was in the past probables for representing Goa. Has represented Goa under 19. And certainly is just going to play with his instincts. It was very close, could have ricocheted onto the stumps. Still into the first over, bowled by Govind Lotlikar. And yeah, he finishes that over with a dot ball, 1 over gone, Stallions 4 without loss. Here comes the owner of the Warriors camp, Raghuveer. Kolkar sliced. Well, It was outside edge. He wanted to go for the drive. Was there some outswing for the bowler in the very first ball? Outswing for the left-hander is a normal in swing. There was some lateral movement was seen of the very first ball. He went for the flamboyant drive, just could not get to the pitch of the ball. No slip is in place. Man in the deep third. Man was there in the maybe gully region. It would have been straight into the throat of maybe the second slip. So there is something. There is something as the ball is not coming as nicely as we see during maybe the later part of the day. That is clipped away and clipped away fabulously. Well, anything short, anything full is going to pounce onto it. That's the first boundary for Infancio. Once again, up and over. It's time the ball well. This time at the long on region. The intentions are loud and clear. He's just going to play with his attacking instincts, and he has already started going. Went for another one. But that was close. You can see the reactions from the bowler. He's thought maybe that's exactly where you need to pitch and just hope that one doesn't connect. Man placed in the deep mid-wicket region, one in the extra cover, power play overs. It's a tailor-made situation here for someone like Infancio just to go over the top. Not afraid to play his shots. Single in the cow corner region. Couple of boundaries to singles so far in the over of Raghuveer Kukalkar, the president of MCC, and also the co-owner of this Warriors team. Looking for a single, not there. 2 overs gone. Is 14 without loss. Stallions. Nicely clipped away, but man has been placed right throughout, so just getting a single. The Govind Lotlikar is continuing, is hoping that he breaks in. That's angled away. He's cut down on pace drastically. Uh, what I witnessed 5 years ago, but he's just looking to bowl in the right areas. Man in the second slip. That's time. It goes straight. I was talking about that man in second slips. And just like commentator says, and it happens, and it has been taken. It was flying. He was into the position and taken it nicely. Well bowled, and I think good piece of fielding and captaincy here to get this wicket. So they break in. First wicket taken. Stallions 15 for 1. Jack back in. Govind Lotlikar will be a bit after that wicket. Ruben Karekar comes in to give company to Infancio. So now it's all about both the right-handers. The left-hander has gone back. This time, well played. That was a lot of room, lot of width given, and he slashed hard in that wide third man region. Gets the boundary. Poor bowling. I think he should have bowled the same length, asking the batters to go for the drive. He's still got a man in the catching position, but if he bowls short and wide, there's an easy opportunity for someone new to get off the mark. Oh, looking for a quick single, and he gets it. So that's the end of over number 3. Stallions going at 20 for 1. Kapil introduced, started with medium paces. Clipped in the air at the backward square leg, just falling in front. Kapil can bowl the off cutters, can bowl depending upon the requirement of the situation, and he may be thinking, let's see whether I have some little bit of purchase. The ball is still new. We are still into the power play overs. Less good shot, but straight to the man in the short covers. He went hard. It was drivable. The shot was definitely on. Two men on the offside in the extra cover and at long off. So idea is to bowl slightly on the wideish line, just around the off stump, down the leg side. All the four men inside the circle on the leg side, no one deep. So he's got to think about a line that is just going to be a wideish outside line of off stump. Yeah, that's slightly better. Don't allow the batter to work on the leg side. And I see a fielder might be going deep for Infancio. The man at maybe long off coming inside. Mistiming once again and gets a single. You can see he's trying hard, but he's missing timing on couple of occasions. That shows the ball is not coming onto the bat as nicely as it will come later in the day. 25 for 1 after 4. Going low clicker continues into his third over. That's much better. That's just outside the line and not too full, not too short, in the corridor of uncertainty. You can see the batter had to be watchful over there. None of the team will have hesitation after winning the toss to put opposition into bat. You see that almost happening 100%. Rarely anyone will choose to bat first in the morning first session. Pushed straight back, well fielded. He keeps himself very fit. Govin Lotlikar is not only a cricketer but also has a gym and trains many of the bodybuilders and trains them really well. So he has to keep himself fit. Nicely bowled. He understands the game very well. He knows that it's just about bowling in the right areas and don't have to bowl with extra pace. In fact, extra pace is going to work better for the batter. Someone like Infancio, Ruben Karekar, is not as hard hitter of this ball compared to Infancio or some players that we have witnessed in this MCL season 11. And that's the line and length. Just keep working over there. Just keep bowling. And what is going to happen is Infancio at non-striker's end will feel itchy to get on strike and then maybe playing a wrong shot. And that's why you got to persist with your plan. Worked on the leg side, but pretty good bowling. Just trying to trap the batter in front of the wicket and hoping that one just nips in. Very tidy over, and he would like to finish on a good note. Oh, he picks him on the leg side. Oh, he took the risk. I told you he would have definitely gone after him because of a pretty good over that fetched nothing much than a couple of runs, and he went and picked away his spot on the leg side in the cow corner region, gets the important boundary, and is 31 for 1 after 5 overs. Stallions. Pulled away, well stopped. Well stopped. Certainly a boundary once it got past, saving 3 runs in the short mid wicket region. Vasudev Konekar begins his stint as medium pace bowler here in this tournament, first time at MCL season 11. So much of experience behind his back. Lots of cricket, and especially most of the cricket here at MCC. And he must have seen someone like Govind, Vasudev. They just come and bowl in these areas just around where it troubles the batter. There might be one or deliveries that might fall short or full. That is bound to happen to any bowler. Down the leg side. Wide call by the umpire. Got to be careful bowling such deliveries against Infancio. Is already thinking about getting those big ones, and he connects well. He backs a punch in spite of not of as strong stature as many other batters are. Backs a punch. It's in the air, but no one there inside the ring. Looking for a couple of runs. Very well run. Very well run. Not the best of the throws. Too easily taken. So he is moving well once again in Fenshaw. Playing at 21 of just 14 balls. Keeping up with the pace. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. Such a class written all over it. Slightly full. Change fuller. And he just flicks away for 6 runs. Flicks away in style. And a no ball called here. 3 fielders were outside. They were not aware of this. The man at long off should have come inside. A big error. 6 has costed, and now this is going to be a free hit. This is the license here for Infancio without any worry. And he is not going to miss on that. He is not going to miss on that. He pounces onto it very well, and it goes for a long six. Well clipped. Is very strong in that region, and he easily goes over. Expensive over coming for the bowling side Warriors. Suddenly, Infancio has cut loose and he races to 33. I was just talking about 21. Couple of sixes gets him with a strike rate of more than 200. That's what two sixes can do. Suddenly, the fielders have gone quiet. In the air, not the best of the timing. Want to crash it off the back foot. A single moves on 34. 50 up here for the Stallions with that beautiful shot that was played on the leg side. Once again, another innings. Quick 35 plus. It will be for Infancio. See the difference between Infancio. It was a similar sort of ball, straight, and it could have definitely gone over the top with a lot of power. Single to finish over number 6 is 52 for 1. So next overs from the far end. We are done with the power play overs and just a chip over the head of the bowler for a couple of runs. Ruben Karikar just moves into the double digits. He understands that Infacho is going to head into the dugout after a shot. He's just one shot away. So he's got to accelerate once Infancio because he is the one. So Raghuveer Kukalkar into his second over. The first over was slightly costly. Maybe I've seen a couple of boundaries being hit by Infancio in that over. And now he gets back into the attack. And that's been played, worked on the leg side, just going to be single. And we see Infancio once again on the crease. Whenever he's there, you see some cracking shots. Just one shot away in finishing his innings and getting retired out. But we have seen many of the batters also getting out on 34 in trying to get the big ones. Opportunity for Raghuveer Kukulkar as well just to get a wicket here when the batter is certainly going to go and launch for the big one. That's slightly wide. Very well done. Very smartly done. He knew that he was waiting for a straightish line as he's very strong on the leg side, so just keeps it slightly wideish. Smartly done and well kept here by the keeper. He just nicely there, but he didn't get the right timing. Might be looking for a couple of runs and he gets it. Slight fumble in the field. That's good enough to get in front a couple of runs. So that's the end of the innings. Another great start given by Infancho. It looks to be in a great touch. 35 plus in the first game where he just blazed away. And once again, this was slightly slower to the first game, but it still gets the 36 of just 19 balls. We've seen a couple of sixes and 3 boundaries laced in that innings of 36 of just 19. Once again, gives the platform a strong start by Infancho as he heads on back to the dugout. He's 57 for 2. A 42-run stand between Ruben Karekar and Infancio. As Infancio hits back, dot ball to finish that over. Marcino comes on the crease to give company to Ruben Karekar. 57 for 2 after 7 overs. That's well played, very well played. Once again, strong shot on the offside. Backs a punch while hitting and give it a full go. Vasudev Konekar has to get into the act. You just can't give away and concede so many easy runs. Really had some wonderful spells in last couple of seasons at FZL, but this is certainly not a great start. Still ample of time here for him to set the right field the way he's bowling and ascertain the situation. The wicket is not the same what we have seen in the past. This is the best wicket that we have seen so far, and everyone, every batter is just loving themselves and just enjoying with the shot making. Oh, this is pure class. There was nothing much could have been done by any of the fielders nor the bowler. Once again, pitched Fuller just purely times it and it races on. It kept on going. Fabulous drive. And after Infancio, I think he has taken the charge in the middle of scoring. Is accelerating and he has already got over the 100 strike rate mark. 20, he has moved on to Ruben Karekar of just 18 balls and a couple of boundaries straight away to welcome Vasudev Konekar from the far end. They are not afraid to play the shots. They are playing the shots. I told you whatever was there would have been there for the first 5 or 6 overs, and I think all the moisture content will have dried up because sun is hitting the place. It's just getting hot a little bit, and it will have soaked whatever moisture content was there, and now the ball is going to come nicely onto the bat. Certainly more than 160. 160 I will call an average total on this wicket. It will certainly not guarantee you a win or run out. No, comes back. Hesitation there. They have played together in the last game as well. Just lost by a couple of runs. A thrilling contest against the Tigers, and so much of drama in the last over. Pushing on the offside for a single, well fielded, covered a lot of part of the ground. And another expensive over from Vasudev Kunekar comes to an end. 8 overs, 67 for two Stallions, going well here. Missed by everyone. He missed the line totally. Keeper also miscollecting, and it is going to run down for the fence. And it's a boundary. He knows his error. It was not a bad delivery at all. And Raghuveer Kukulkar, he knows he's not happy. He has bowled a good ball, and that also runs down. But it's going to be the extras column that is going to increase here. They're playing the first game. Warriors is always expressive. Will not keep his expression closed, quite open. In the air, should be easy catch and taken. Finally breaks in. He just wanted to go over the top. Absolutely no timing behind it, and he has to walk back. Smarzino, not much contribution, but a happy co-owner as well as the president of MCC, Raghuveer Kukulkar, getting in the wicket. Gentle outswing, and he wanted to go over the top, just get outside part of the bat, and a clean catch by Sandeep Dalal. The two catches here for Sandeep Dalal, one in the slip and one in the short covers. That gives a slight breather here for the team of Warriors to discuss and project the future course of action. Slight fumble. Once again, they need to be much better than in the field. There's hardly any pressure. Once the new batter comes in, you just got to be much more tighter and focused Just don't give easy runs for a new batter to walk away with. Nikhil Virjinkar gets off the mark with those couple. Well, that's good shot, but straight to the man. Has it been taken? Oh, that was in the air. He struck it so hard, but it is once again Sandeep Dalal who is into thick of things everywhere, and all the catches are coming to him. 2 wickets in this over for the president of MCC, Raghuveer Kukalkar, and Nikhil Virjinkar just comes in and he has to walk back after those couple of runs. He played well. That's a good shot, but it was uppish, and Sandeep hardly drops any catches. 3 so far into his kitty. 73 for 4. Appeal there. Well, it looks like everything happening now for the Warriors camp. Raghuveer Kukalkar has got them strongly back in this game. 2 wickets in those middle overs, and 2 wickets in the same over here for Raghuveer Kukalkar. That will slightly better his figures. 9 overs gone, 73 for 4. Stallions are right now in a phase to resurrect the innings. Slowly and steadily, we are moving ahead with this game, and we see another bowling change. That Kapil Angle has been brought back into the attack. You see one mid over from Dinesh Trikhannar gallery and with gentle medium paces, and now he starts off with off spin. The ball is getting slightly older. They have got options in terms of medium pace bowling. Vasudev Kunekar not having the best of the day, but Raghuveer Kukalkar just managing the things very well in the middle, getting those 2 wickets. And now they feel that it's a time to bring in spin, and that's why he has converted himself from a medium pacer to an off spinner. And that's what I was talking about. This highly skilled player, man who has represented the state in the past. Certainly knows a thing or two. This middle overs much better to bowl spin than medium pace. They have also this option. Many teams do have a lot of spinners, thinking that this pitch is going to assist a lot for the spinners. That might happen with the later in the tournament as the tournament progresses into the second phase or the last phase. So far, you just have to bowl the length and the right areas. Otherwise, whether you are a good spinner or not, you will be taken for plenty of runs. This is in the air. Thing is, Anup Borkar might be looking for 3, and they are running hard. This should have been at the most 2 runs. Not the best fielding efforts. Anup Borkar, the secretary of MCC there, and Kapil absolutely not happy. He expressed very loudly over there and showed the dissent with the fielding effort. 80 for 4 after 10 overs, Stallions. A lot of things to work, a lot of things to discuss, and they need to stitch a partnership here, or at least maybe an extra 4 to 5 overs to give a launch for their big hitters. Interesting match, which is currently underway. That's in the air. This is a chance. It might go over the top, and yes, it has been launched. How well he picked it. The fielder thought he's in with a chance, but it sails over his head for a maximum. Ruben Karekar has moved on to 34. Good innings this is going once again, just not timing the ball. And there's a single here, and he has to come back. He has to come back. He has scored 35 runs. That's a hard fought, well crafted 35 runs. First, he was very quiet when Infanshaw was going great guns. He kept his nerves, and then once Infanshaw went after scoring his 35, he tried to accelerate and accelerated really well, kept up with the pace, and he will certainly be really pleased after his performance of getting 35. And he got some lusty blows as well as some wonderful cover drives. Those two cracking cover drives was certainly very, very nice to see. Ah, that's nothing shot. That's a nothing shot. You're coming in to face the very first ball and trying to play across the line. This is poor batting. Ame Prabhu Desai has hardly spent time on the wicket. He will look back into the replay and say, "What I have done here." Just lost a partner. They needed to build the innings once again, and they are six down now. Six down for 89. I think he has played enough cricket to understand what he has done here. Absolutely wrong shot. No balance, no head. Just trying to play across the line for a very straight ball when he has seen a partner going after playing 35 just a ball ago. Warriors are being helped on their cause. Yes, they have bowled decently, they have bowled well in the middle overs, but they have been helped in their cause by the batting like this. What a good comeback by Raghuvel Kukarkar. In spite of conceding 12 of the very first over, he comes back to pick up 3 wickets, and all these 3 wickets were crucial. He has always got the movement. Just see this little bit outswing. Excellent spell by the president of MCC and the owner of Warriors. He will be really, really proud of himself. He keeps the consistency going as he always likes to do into the wickets column. Can ask him to bowl with the new ball or in the middle overs or in the death as well. I'll be very, very pleased. So 11 overs gone, 89 for 6. Warriors are not allowing the partnership here for the Stallions, chipping with the wickets almost frequently and regularly. That's been smacked. Oh, well, I think we have to wait for this call. This is very interesting. I think just that rope had the rope had gone behind, changed the shape. So let's see. Yes, the fielder himself may be giving the decision here. This time have to wait. It's a full toss ball. Both balls really a low full toss, and he went hard. White call. Vikas Shetty. Vikas Shetty, introduced as a spinner. Uh, Not the best start. He is still yet to get into the right areas. Bowled couple of full toss. This one was half tracker. This shows us chance of a run out. Ah, that was direct hit. He would have been heading straight back. Wrong call of the single. He is a young boy. He came quickly towards the ball, and he would not have been even in frame if the ball had hit the stumps. Far, far away. Yeah, long way away for a direct hit. You could have got another one. This is much better. This is exactly where he needs to bowl. Posing little questions there. Got a leading edge. Taken a single. Dr. Ankush Patil and Siddesh Burke, the two medium pace all rounders. The bowling all rounders. The Ankush is also a decent batter. Well bowled, but taking a single there. Quick single. Not trying to give too many dot balls here. I think that will be in the minds of both these batters. So it's a phase where they need to push on with those singles, keep rotating the strike, and build a partnership up to maybe the 16th over, and then trying to launch 100 up here for Stallions in over number 12. Well clipped. They understand now that a partnership is very crucial. Otherwise, they will be really exposed with their tails quite early. Might not finish off playing the entire quote out 20 overs. Teaching a partnership is very crucial. Don't expose your tail so early because the acceleration will never arrive if there is no partnership here. Got to play with your minds, got to apply yourself in the middle. Well played, straight to the short fine. Kapil has still not got his line right. The consistency is missing. Govind Lutlikar just signaling. It's in the air, went flashy, but went in the gap. Too much of room, too much of width. Exactly, I was mentioning about Kapil Angle not having the best of the spells. Too short, too wide, and someone like Ankush Patil is not going to miss on that opportunity. This touch Fuller is putting his leg there. Very strong drive and a misfield. Can you believe that? It was not a difficult take at all. The ball just slows down a bit at the long on long of region at this end, and back to back boundaries. A firm drive coming from Ankush Patil. He has got the start with those couple of boundaries. Not trying to play the ball where the fielders are. He's trying to play it in the gap. Good drive, getting a little bit of confidence going there, and now pushing for a single. Good batting. This is the kind of phase that is required. Just put the loose balls away and respect the good balls with your forward defensive shots and get a single going. 13 overs gone. It's 112 for 6. Stallions versus the Warriors. Worked well. Amar Devidas introduced into the bowling attack. That's what Govind Lotlikar was asking him to just roll his arm over before he was coming into bowl. Firm cover drive straight to the man, Sandeep Dalal. Well, he has been put in that very important position. Three crucial catches has been taken by Sandeep Dalal, and surprised to see Sandeep is not bowling. He just bowl gentle medium pacers. Maybe he has decided not to opt for bowling in this season, if at all required. Maybe later on. Looking for a couple of runs. He's very quick. Ankush Patil, don't throw it at his end. And they are getting the third one. Well, he has hit the wickets with his legs and they sneak in another single. Amar Devidas is wondering what has happened over there. He should have been behind the wickets. Ankush Patil, whenever he's around, he's one of the quickest runner between the wickets in this MCL Members League. He is one of the best badminton players and he's playing every day at the Navelim indoors. And that's why that fitness levels is very high. Is the winner for Goa Civil Services Badminton Singles Doubles Open. That's lovely shot. Slightly wide. Should get a boundary. Brilliant effort in the field. Dive towards the left hand side. It was very timed and good strong throw from the man in the deep. Couple of runs added. They're not afraid to play their shots. And they're playing the right shots to the balls that have been delivered. That's why we say this wicket, if you play a correct cricket, is not going to pose you a lot of threat. Play according to the merit of the balls. That's nicely bowled. Straight to the backward point. It's much better delivery here from Amar Devidas. Just jagging back in slightly, a little late. Yeah, that's the leading edge, trying to push off the back foot. Might be thinking of couple of runs. No, Ankush is fast, but Siddesh is not so. 8 off that over from Amar Devidas. 14 overs are done away with 120 for 6 Stallions. Too short. This in the air. Will it be taken? Fielder just falling short. He wants to bowl just little quick, and that's where he has faltered. Got maybe I'm thinking about the spinning options. It's not so strong. Some compared to some other team, they rely heavily on the medium pace bowlers. Has worked on the leg side. Vikas Shetty is giving the chase himself. Siddesh, oh, that's a run out opportunity. That's a run out opportunity. Run out opportunity. I was definitely seeing that coming just because Ankush is double quick than Siddesh Borke. He wanted a run. This call coming in way too late from Siddesh for that second. And by the time the fielder had converged onto the ball, three were the non-striker's end, and Siddesh is run out at the striker's end. Ankush running back into the crease. He knows, and that is a big run out. They were playing so well. They're trying to recover this innings and has gifted this wicket to the opposition camp. I saw this coming. Certainly, I can tell you, I saw this coming with the pace of Ankush Patil. So he's got to be careful. He is quick, but he has to look at his partners as well. 121 for the loss of 7 in the 15th over. Nicely played. Another run out on the cards. And he comes back. He comes back. A total harakiri there. Oh, this is this had to be cupped. This has to be cupped. Otherwise, they might be struggling to play the 20 overs. A good strong throw. I think the batter would have been heading straight away. That's the problems. Many of the veterans are playing, so they don't have the strong arms, and you can't hide these players everywhere. Big appeal. That's raised. That's raised. He's plumb in front of the wicket, trying to play across for a straight delivery. And there's another one gone back packing. Siddharth Desai trying to just run for a single on the leg side has been trapped in front of the wicket, and they get in another one. The Warriors is plumb in front of the wicket. No hesitation from the umpire. Raises the finger. OUT. That's 8 down. 1-2-2 for 8. That's nicely up. played, and it gets the boundary there. So Ashwin has come. Yes, a couple of wickets lost in that over, one in the form of run out, and the next one was trapped in front. Sneaks in a boundary at the third man region. Ashwin, the job is just to stay on the wickets with his strong defenses if he has. Otherwise, they'll be struggling to bat 20 overs. You can't put the owners on Ankush Patil and all the load on Ankush's shoulders. Someone needs to stay. He can score the runs. So 8 down at 126 is the situation after 15 overs. Ankush Patil is playing on 17 of 10, and Ashwin has just arrived and scored a boundary. So let's see whether they can bat these 20 overs with 8 wickets down and 5 overs to go. Looking for a couple of runs. He has to be careful. Ashwin, see, he has already turned, and Ashwin is just now turning. So direct hit, but he has made it in. And that's why we say you got to also see who are the fielders that are going to be taken on here. Now look at this throw. It was very quick throw coming from the deep. So we got to take also the chances against some weak arms. So all these things need to be calculated here by Ankush Patil. And you see that gap in the short mid-wicket region has been stopped by getting a player there. I think it is Anup Borkar, the secretary, who has been asked to come in the short mid-wicket region. White call down the leg side. Ankush certainly with so many deliveries will not go for the big shots. Yes, he will. If at all the ball is very weak, he's going to go hard. But that's nicely bowled. Well bowled. If he's going to go hard, that is also an opportunity of getting wicket of Ankush Patil. And they have done well. They have kept a gap, wide gap from the square leg to the fine leg region. He's going to play that risky scoop shot, pedal sweep. Oh, that smackdown. That is smackdown. Tremendous power. It just went quickly. No chance for anyone. Not the bowler and not even both the fielders. Bisecting them perfectly. Strong shot from Dr. Ankush Patil. 133 for 8. That's the area that I was mentioning about. Drifting down the leg side. Poor piece of bowling. Well timed. And it might just tickle over the rope for 4 runs. Well, Govind has to understand what the plan is of Dr. Ankush Patil. I think he's very well knows, but he's not executing those things in the mind correctly on the ground. There's no one out there. And once again, from short mid wicket, he's getting a man in the short fine. Well, this doesn't work. The plan was right to get mid wicket, but you got to bowl it right, just outside the line of off stump. If we bowl it straight like this onto his pairs, even that fielder, if it gets slightly away from him, he won't be able to stop. That's much better. And even slightly wideish, I think, will be better. Ankush knows he has got a couple of boundaries as the score moves on to 137. He got runs of this over and he'll be looking to take a single of the last ball. Yeah. No? Oh, that's been misfielded. He tried hard, Sandeep Dalal, but in the end, he gets a single. He knows that that should have been stopped. The agony is clear on the face of Sandeep Dalal. And a single to finish over. And Ankush Patil is going to take the strike. 16 gone. 138 for 8. So Vikas Shetty is going to push it, especially for Ankush Patil. He knows he is certainly looking for the quick runs. Don't know whether he has that much of trust with his partner, especially his defenses. Big appeal down the leg side. Ankush was heading for a single. Sent back. Ashwin was never going to make it. It was just loitering around the next pitch, which was very close to the keeper. Trying to tell the better Ankush Patil just to sway away from the good areas of the pitch when you are thinking about taking a run. Oh, that's out. That looks to be out. That looks to be, I think the finger has been raised from the leg umpire. He has seen it clearly. It ricocheted off his pads. It might be a wide call down the leg side. Ankush was down the ground and he has not collected it keenly. But interesting replay here coming for us on Goa Livecast. Is the ball? Yeah, he was out of the crease. The ball hitting the pairs. It's out. It's out. It's lucky dismissal. Umpire one is a perfect position. And a lucky wicket here. Ankush was looking dangerous for the bowling side of Warriors, and he goes. So it's a wicket here. Another wicket here for Vikas Shetty. So 2 wickets for him. This one was lucky, definitely. 138 for 9. As I had mentioned, they were certainly going to struggle to bat those 20 overs, having lost 6 wickets for under 100 runs and with almost 8 overs to go. And that's almost happening in a similar fashion. And they don't have the batting depth of all the 11 players or 10 players batting. Govind Gaonkar comes in, the owner of the team, as well as Well bowled. That's a good job, and fielders are coming in close. That's always should happen when it's number 10 and 11. There are a few deliveries left. Put pressure. Don't give singles. They will be looking for singles and play the 20 overs. He knows a lot of things about cricket. He's played for so many years. Also, the president of Bannerman, the team that I played most of my cricket for, and I played alongside with him many times and many seasons. So pushing straight to the man in the short covers and straight to the man. Wide down the leg side. Very good spinner as well, Govind Gaonkar. Just to bat slightly up the order at number maybe 7, 6. But now he has kept him a little bit low because he's got better batters up the order. One 41 for 9 in 17. Well, wide, another wide here. They need to stop this. Yeah, you can see the reaction from Raghuvir Kukarkar. He knows you just have to bowl it out there without bowling wides. It's just number 10 and 11 is bowling, and you just got to take a wicket. If you're not taking a wicket, just bowl in the right areas. And another wide. Can you believe? Back to back wide balls. No one is hitting you. No pressure whatsoever. The job has been done well here by the earlier bowlers. Amar Devidas just need to bowl in the good areas. Otherwise, you see, not it's not about the runs being uh, added to the total. It's about you can see the fielders there. They are hoping for an end here, early end. Oh, that's in the air. There's a man out there and taken well. Well, he launched very well. He got a good part of the willow, just not enough power and the distance. Well taken by the man in the deep, and that's going to be all out. And finally, a sigh of relief for the captain and the owner, as well as all the members, as they bundle out the opposition camp. 244 all out. 145 on this wicket. might just not be good enough, but you never know. Let's see how they fight for this total and uh, create a surprise here for the Warriors camp. At least need to pick up early wickets. But having said, I think poor batting display by some of the batters in the middle overs. Played some wrong shots when partnership was needed. Good innings played by some of the batters up the order. Infancho once again very impressive with his 35 and gritty knock from Ruben Karekar. Once he has Infancho had gone headed back into the dugout, he played for the 35. But after that, consistency was missing. Some wrong shots played. They gifted away their wickets. A run out of Siddesh Borke. And I'd expected them to struggle not to bat entire 20 overs, and that's exactly what has happened. So 145 is the target, and let's come after 5 minutes to see the run chase. The captain Govind Lotlikar and Anup Borkar. The opening pair here for the Warriors are the run chase of 145 runs. Siddesh Borke will be with the ball in his hand, trying to swing the ball, trying to get some early wickets, get inroads into this batting lineup and make this match lively. And for that, early wickets are very much important, and got to bowl not in those areas, got to bowl just around the off stump and hoping for a wicket to help a bit. But certainly, we have not seen much help for the wicket in the second innings of the first game, and also the entire game that was played in the evening session. Certainly, the question here is 145 good enough? Also, we are having a look at the Warriors team in their batting in this tournament for the very first time. Knights are yet to be seen. They will be playing the next game. Well clipped on the leg side. Not too strong, but just trying to work to get off the mark with a single. Both the men in the deep are placed on the offside in the extra covers as well as the long off. Trying to push on the off, send back, direct hit. Well, it was not convincing, yes or no. They were in dilemma, and it was a late call. Once it went past the follow through of the bowler towards that short covers, they have seen what happened in terms of run outs in the first innings for the Stallions, and they got to be careful about that fact. Anup Borkar won't be as quick as someone like Govind Lotlikar. Pushing the ball down the ground. Good drive, gets off the mark with a single. That's what you need to do. As a striker, we know how Govind is capable enough to play his shots. Always gets a good start, and once he gets, he is going to go at a strike rate of more than 100 for certain. Down the leg side, is getting little in swingers, but is unable to control it. So far, we have seen a couple of wides down the leg side. Can be risky at times this line, because once if Govind gets his feet movement, and if he tries to play his shots, there are just three men inside the ring on the leg side. So once the ball passes them, it might be a boundary on the cards. Yeah, well played. Once again, firm drive, off drive for a single. A cautious start here in the very first over for the team is 4 without loss after 1. Over the top is an opportunity, and he's reached there. He reached there. Ankush Patil is a live wire. They've kept a very, very athletic man at the long off region. He had run hard, just that it slipped out of the hands. But a good effort, nevertheless, from Ankush Patil. Never easy when you are running so hard towards the ball. Got to keep your eyes as well as focus. And another one down the leg side. They got to control this. Can't give a flying start here to the Warriors camp. Once you take a couple of wickets and put pressure, just try to focus on a good channel. Trying to go for the Yorker, just in swinging, well kept away by the batter Anu Borkar. Won't be much pressure on the opening batters. Yes, they would certainly like to give a flying start to the team. Played with soft hands and gets a single on the offside. The previous shot that was in the air, they very well know that going is very strong down the ground, and that's why they have placed a man at the long off region. They are asking him to hit on the onside and maybe trying for a line just around the wide outside the off stump. In the air once again. Oh, that's been dropped as well. Two chances in this very same over, but this was difficult one. This was very difficult one. It was cracked hard, square cut strong, but Apish needed a magnificent fielding effort. It did give a good effort, but just spills out. That's a good drive. Single down the ground. He has been doing so. We are yet to see a boundary. We are heading for the last ball of the second over. And certainly, one shot that was seen officially played down the ground was the shot that was tried for a boundary. And after that, nothing much tried. They're just pushing for the singles. Should be a wide, yes. Just trying to keep the line on offside the off stump for Govind Lotlikar. Nikhil Virjinkar. They've got pretty decent medium pace bowlers, Nikhil and Siddesh, who picked up a wicket each in their first spell in the first game. They'll be hoping to do the same. And a dot ball to finish over number 2. 10 without loss. Warriors in pursuit of 145 runs. That's much better shot, but it will be a single. He's just trying to hit with straight bat in the V area, not trying to play across. And so far, he has rotated the strike well. It's not that he has been at one end for 3-4 deliveries. Govinda Lotlikar. I'm going to be just watchful here what he's going to do with his attacking style. I think he's certainly going to go for boundaries here. And that's what he's tried to do. Wonderful square drive, but just finds a man, 3 men behind the point region on the off. if he goes for the drive like this one. Once again to the same fielder, good effort. Has kept going Liquor on strike, but still keeping the boundaries away. Not a single boundary so far in the first 3 overs. And they are also not going hard. They're buying their time. They just want to spend some time on the crease there. Finally goes for a shot over the top and gets the boundary. Gets a wonderful lift and gets it over that long fielder at the mid-on region. Nikhil Virjinkar had no chance. I was expecting the shots to start now, as 2 3 overs are good enough in T20 cricket to be spent time in the middle. Govind will look to play more shots. That's another wide. They bowled few wides here so far. Govind also trying to play shots aerially also gives an opportunity if he doesn't connect one and go straight to the field. They want Govind Lotlikar's wicket. That's also not the sweet connection. He missed the sweet part. Will be a single. He tried to go hard for that full toss ball. Will certainly think I have missed out on that. 17 without loss in 2.5. Well clipped off. A risky ball. Full toss on the pads and just had to put bat onto it. And it races with a good timing from Anup Borfkar. Finds his first boundary. 2 boundaries for both the batters each here. And it's a good finish. 3 overs, 21 without loss. Well worked on the leg side. The ball was pitched in line. It was straightening and it flicks it away strongly towards the backward square leg region. So the boundaries are coming now. They're trying to play more shots in the gap. Pace provided by the bowler. If you are in line, you are going to be penalized by Govind Lotlikar for sure. This is absolutely bread and butter shot for him. No risk whatsoever. He just had to time the ball and he does it to utmost ease. Another one. There's half tracker. There's been pulled away in style. So showing the signs of a clear intent here to up the ante and trying to accelerate after spending some time in the middle. And that's where the bowlers have to be on the toes. If you bowl slightly short and more towards the leg side, you got to be paid a hefty price for that. Back-to-back boundaries. Going Lotlikar looking in a good mood. Oh, that's hitting his back. That's struck firmly. He had no chance. Absolutely no chance. I think that will be paining. It was a boundary written all over that. No chance it will have been stopped by the fielder at the mid on. I think that will have certainly got a bruise. Some worried faces here. Daughter is watching the father being hit. Absolutely, and she'll be worried. And definitely will be asking the father later on. But he's a strong man, Anup Borkar. He knows but he had absolutely no chance. It was brutally struck. It was racing quickly, and is a big man like him. He just can't turn away too sharply. Hope it has not hit him. Hope it has not done too much of damage. I think he will be all right. Uh, Cricket has seen such things happening for the non-striker as well as sometimes the umpires coming in line, the bowler trying to stop. So players like Govind Lotlikar, they bang the ball so hard and fast. There's absolutely no time, and he gets away with a single there. Runs fast. Is trying to reconcile here and just trying to get back his focus back after the ball hitting at the non-striker's hand. Amay Prabhudesa has been introduced into the attack. Bowls gentle medium pace, and we're hoping that he bowls the right length. Govind Lotlikar looking threatening. They are still into the power play overs, and we certainly think he is going to go after him. Yeah, well played. Long shot should be a single down the ground. And knocks him over. That's good start here to Ame Prabhudesai. Anup Borkar, I think that hit at the non-striker's hand cost him the concentration, and he was trying to focus back, but it was a good delivery, that good answer from Ame, and right in the block hole and knocked him over. The first wicket has been taken by Ame and the team of Stallions, and Anup Borkar hits back at the team total of 37. fact, it was a length ball that he was trying to nudge it down towards the third man region. But I think certainly I feel he requires more medical attention, more care outside when he comes in the dugout. Looks worried after that hit on the Borkar. Hope everything will be all right. Medical attention will be seeked, and we'll get back you with the update. 37 for 1. Kapil Langley coming at important position of number 3. Very well worked and gets a single. Always, whenever you get a wicket of the very first over or the first 2 balls, is always positivity, and you tend to feel much better into your spell, into your bowling, into your rhythm. It gets back. Confidence levels become little high. This is in the air, just away from the reach. He struck it hard and struck it well down the ground and on the boundary. Expected of Govind Lotlikar to take the charge in the middle. He quickly races on to 27. See how quickly he has covered up. He started off in a slow fashion. Wanted to see what the wicket is doing. Now he's going to play more shots. Not firmly. I think he's hit the bottom of the bat. So he's just going to get a single. Successful over here for Amay Prabhu Desai. He gets wicket off Anup Borkar in that over. 5 overs gone, 43 for 1 Warriors. Yes, once again a good shot over the top. Siddharth Desai, the spinner, has been introduced, and there was no long off, and is taken the mid off form and successfully gets another boundary. So many shots in the long off long on region from the bat of Govind Lotlika, the captain of Warriors. That's well driven. Should be another single. So after a boundary getting the single, Siddhartha has bowled well in the past season and started well this season. Decent bowler. Full toss, worked on the leg side, straight to the man, but they make it easily. Once you bat and batted together in the past, and there is no hesitancy in starting at the non-strikers, you most of the time complete the singles easily. There's a man there. He went deep into the crease to play that pull shot. Went to the man at the cow corner region, getting a single. Moment in the score. One shot of the 50, 49 for 1. That's inside edge. Not the most convincing. Well, asking him to come on the front foot and posing some question with that 51 for 1 in 5.5. Govind is on 34 and he says, I'll wait for my next turn. He will be on 34. That's the end of the power play over. 6 overs have been bowled. 51 for 1 Warriors in pursuit of 145. So give the strike, Pilangli, here to the man who is on 34, the captain of Warriors, getting a 30 plus in the very first game. Started slowly, but in the end, it just played the usual going Lotlikar shots down the ground, long off, long on, and now on 34, and certainly going to go for a big one. At least a boundary against Tame. And he gets the chance. He gets the chance. That should be a no ball, and that also goes for 4 runs, and that will finish his innings. A beamer there, and 38 has been scored. 38 has been scored, and well, appreciated his innings here by the supporters of Warriors camp. They expect Govind Lotlika to get 30, 35 on a consistent basis. They put a high stake on his wicket, and Govind started very slowly, but then showed some glimpses of his class. Just the first game of the season and getting a 35 in the very first game, so he will be very, very happy with what he has started with. To a run chase of 145, he had to lay the platform as a leader, and he does it with very ease. So congratulations to Govind Lotlikar for getting the 35 plus, and he gives them that wonderful platform. Long off, long on, not afraid to hit the ball aerially. And most of the time, he puts it in the gaps. So the captain departs, and the new man arrives. Is Vikas Shetty. 57 per 2. They are going very good in terms of that run rate as well as the asking run rate, well in control. Wicket is looking much better. So having a first look at Vikas Shetty in this MCL season as a batter. You've seen him as a bowler, and he looks to be an aggressive batter. Backs a punch, and the ball just flew away to the man in the deep at the long off region. The very first ball, that shows the instinct. That's why maybe the Warriors wanted him in the side to strengthen the middle order. So once Govind has gone back, they have sent Vikas Shetty so that the acceleration is not hampered. Keep up with the pace. Gets easy single there. Wanted to square cut the ball, slightly short, but I think the ball kept a little low there. Still five men inside. They just want to maybe stop the singles inside the ring, and that's why maybe they have to. Their backs are against the wall. That is certain. As far as the Stallions are concerned, they know uh, the bowlers are not looking penetrating enough. The wicket is flat. The batters can play their shots easily. And they are hoping, just like they lost a couple of wickets on a couple of occasions in the same over, they just might happen to the Warriors, and they get back in this game, and that's why they're hoping for the things to happen their side. Stallions straight to the man, and that's been misfielded. So the idea of putting the man inside, also you should think that you put some good men inside, just that you can't give away singles easily. Dot ball to finish that over. 7 overs gone, 60 for two Warriors. This is straight to the fielder in the short covers position. Siddharth Desa, change of hands for him. Let's see whether he gets some purchase from the other end. Bowled that over from Dinesh Diknat gallery end side. Now bowling from the far end. Let's see. Not much turn, so you got to rely on the length and your trajectory variations. Looks to be quick on the feet. Vikas Shetty is what I realized after his couple of shots. Pushing off the back foot, easy single. And that's what we know about Kapil Langley. He's just going to go into his motion slowly and steadily with pushes around, trying to get singles of almost every ball and then put loose balls away. There won't be too many boundaries in his innings. That shot was on. It's just that the swivel didn't come early. Looking to play more finer to be away from that man in the backward square leg region. That's what he was trying to do. He played it towards the fine, might be looking to turn around. No. Sent him back. Risky single for a single. Risky shot there. And 62 for two. Vikas Shetty trying to improvise. Just that happens because you don't want to allow the bowler to get into a rhythm. T20 is all right because the game goes very fast. 4 overs for the bowler, and he finishes the over pretty quickly. Just the 3 runs taken of that over from Siddharth Desai. It's 8 overs have been bowled, 63 for 2 Warriors in pursuit of 145. So in comes the owner, who will not provide any pace onto the ball, and that's exactly how we are going to miss the timing. The ball is going to go come slow in the air, but he gets lots of wicket because sometimes better miss this the line. Maybe sometimes they play shots early. 3 men in the deep, two on the offside. Certainly the ball is going to come that way. Yeah, he's not afraid to play his shot. Went for the slog sweep and just missed the timing once again. You can see the ball doesn't arrive. You are into the shot. Someone who likes the ball coming onto the bat, likes to play the shots for the medium pacers or quick spinners, will have to wait because the ball comes little late. He relies heavily on that with the tossed up ones. Wide call down the leg side. Not the best of the ball here. So he's a very effective bowler. You feel that he is not going to get wickets, but he picks up wicket almost every game. Swept away to the man towards the backward square leg, who is just a little finer. Was it too on? They are not putting the pressure on the fielders. In fact, both are good runner between the wickets. Vikas may be thinking here's an opportunity to go hard against going towards that leg side boundary on the square. He played one down the ground, finding the fielder. He's itching to get the boundary. He is trying hard, but still eluding him. Kapil Angle is more a sort of nudger and is not going to whack the ball too hard. He's a crisp timer of this ball. Yeah, just a single, another one at the long off region. '68 for 2. Again, trying to sweep. This time might be finding the gap. Might find a boundary. No, well stopped by the man towards the backward square leg. Couple of runs taken. So he's trying to just go into that straight on the square side. And he gets 2 runs, 70 for 2 after 9. Warriors 145 to chase. Well played. Good stop. He dived early, but he still kept his eyes on the ball. Stopping the ball is important, and that's what he did. Gets a single. In the air, this is a chance. Fielder just underneath and taken a good catch. He was itching to go for the big one. I expected he going in the air. Now he's practicing a shot that he should have gone just over the head of the bowler. And now he has to keep thinking about how to play the next time around. And he missed an opportunity here. It was all going so easily for the Warriors. They lose a wicket in the 10th over. Siddharth was the most effective bowler with his line and length. He gets a wicket here. 71 for 3 in 9.2. That's a good shot. Well stopped, but can't save the single. Good attempt. That's what they need. They need to leave themselves. They got a wicket just now, and they should try and sneak in one more. The drinks break was taken, whatever the messages, whatever the discussions, and reassessment will be transferred. This is in the air. Shot of the fielder. He went hard. Siddharth Desai always say bowls most of the time in the right areas and always look like picking up wickets on whichever deck. This is not so conducive, but he's keeping his length right, bowling a good trajectory. Rizwan Kazi comes in to give company at number 5 to Kapil Angle. They need a partnership of at least 20-30 runs here to ease things down. Well bowled, pushed in. Yeah, he was already onto the back foot. This was good area. I told you he's using the pace wisely. Sometimes flighting, sometimes just pushing it with little bit more pace. Well struck. Gets the single away. So breaks and gets the wicket here. Siddharth Desai finishes his third over, just considered 15 run and 74 for 3 after 10 overs. Another 10 overs to go. They have to chase 71 from the next 60 balls. At 7 runs per over on this wicket. Not difficult, but you got to keep wickets in hand. Swept away, strong sweep. No one moved, no one even had a chance. And that's what he will play. He will look to just put his right leg across. He has tracked his line very early. It was outside and it just bang, strong sweep. He is known to play consistent innings and they expect him to get 30, 35 every time he comes out to bat. Someone like Aditya Angle for Royals, Kapil Angle represented both of them for Goa State in the past. You expect such players, even Vaibhav Naik for that matter, expected to get 30 35s with the technicality, with the strong defenses, shot making abilities that they have, having played and seen at a much higher levels. That's a single. So once you get the boundaries, use that over. Try to get singles. They are moving well. Rizwan Kazi. Nicely controlled, I must say. Control in terms, the pace was not provided. He was looking to go hard and he had to wait for the ball to come and arrive and gets a single. Just controlled at the last moment, not trying to go too hard. The ball was in line with the stumps. That man is very important in the short mid wicket region for someone like Govind Gaukar. They have to stop those singles. It's a dot ball to finish over number 11, 82 for 3 Warriors. Trying to save himself, save his wicket. Uh, the keeper went out quickly, but the dive put in by Kapil Angle. Well, wicket is precious for everyone. None of the batter would like to give away his wicket easily. They will die hard. They will drag the bat. They will stretch, overstretch. Yeah, should be wide. He bowled well from the other end. And now the next 4 overs will be from this particular end. Just pushing on the offside. Kapil Angle not responding to that call. Gets a single. Not the best of the timing, but he's pushing for those singles, at least rotating the strike, and Kapil getting the boundaries in between. They are more careful against Siddharth. He is into the last over of his spell. Very economical. Picked up a important wicket. See, he's bowling a good length and kept the fielders in the right areas. Is the only one that looks so far troubling the batters in terms of his length, not considering too many boundaries, keeping up very disciplined bowling performance from him once again. That's what we expect and that's what you should do. Correct on the offside, but still protection in the deep. The other bowler is not even looking penetrating because they are bowling varied lengths and lines as well. And if you do so on this wicket, you might just concede a boundary or a couple, and then it becomes easy for the batters to sneak in with singles. Not much pressure. Worked on the leg side, might be thinking of a couple. I think he has drained with his energy, has run hard, Pilangle, so he just picks up a single down the leg side. Finishes off with his spell, a decent spell here from Siddharth Desai. 12 overs bowled, it's 88 for 3 Warriors. Still 57 required of 48. Equation is just at about 7 runs per over. Swept, converted into a full toss, gets a single. Got to hit hard when it comes to Govind Gavkar. Just a loopy balls, enticing the batter to go for the shots. Siddharth has finished off with the spell, and now the responsibility come on the owner of the Stallions. That's over the top. That's a good shot, and that's a safe shot. That was nicely picked up. Waited for the ball to come and just opening the face of the bat inside out, over covers. Quality shot here. And that's what they need to do. They need to get boundaries, get this asking run they deep down. They already have a partnership of around 20-25 between both of them, and will be pushing for somewhere around 8 to 9 runs in the next 3 or 4 overs. Try to get a boundary of almost and convert the next 5 to singles. Will definitely get 8 to 9. Swept away, very fine. Should get a couple of runs easily, if not a boundary. Good fielding there. Important is to have quick fielders towards the backward square leg when off spinner like Govind Kaukar is bowling. And the Kapil is always looking to get the sweep on most of the time. The percentage of shots for the off spinners, especially against Govind, is very high as far as the sweep is concerned. Now trying from round the wicket. That's much better. This line prompting him to play a little straight, because outside the off stump, the ball is going to land outside, and even if he is not touching the bat onto the ball, he might be struck outside. That's why he's getting his pad right across. But here, the line is slightly straight, so there is a little bit of risk in playing the sweep shot, but it still goes for it. This was much straighter, and that's why the ball went in towards the mid wicket region. Good over here for the Warriors. 97 for 3 after 13 overs. had a look at it and called it a wide. So Ankush Patil introduced. Strong shot. What a drive. What a cover drive. This is gorgeous. It's quality shot here from the ex-Goa Ranji player Kapil Angle throughout the ground, and no chance for even the fielder in the short covers as well as the man in the deep. Just raced on. Pure timing. So that's the 100 up with one of the quality shots throughout the day from Kapil Angle as he moved on to 27. So now they are trying to accelerate and get this asking run rate below 6 runs per over. You see more shots. They got a boundary of the previous over and they got 4 singles. Now they also got a boundary. They will be looking to get singles easily here. No chance of a single there. And outside Age getting a single. Single is enough. Ankush Patil, the medium pacer, introduced just to give them the breakthrough. Coming on the front foot with soft hands. Another single taken. Doing it easily, both these batters. Over the top as he timed it well. Should get a comfortable couple. In fact, is settle for a single. 39 needed off 36 balls, just around 6 runs per over. Good acceleration coming in the last 3 overs where they got boundaries from both the batters. And his Marzino has been introduced from the far end. Last 6 overs from the far end. You see a team that is solidly in terms of the strength in the middle order. Someone like Rizwan Kazi, plenty of experience. Don't have to say anything about Kapil Angle. They have managed the things very well, very much in control. Once a strong platform was laid up by the captain Govind Lotlikar, you just needed that solidity in the middle order just to carry on with the things. And that's what both these batters have done. They've got 30, 35 plus partnership. And I think that puts them in a comfortable position to chase this down. Picked away on the leg side, putting the pressure on the fielders, man in the deep, turning around, but it's just a single. Good fielding there. Coming quickly onto the ball. Important to note the fielders as well, whom you are going to take on. You can't take on Ankush Patil, who is the very quick, and someone like Nikhil Virjinkar, good throws, strong arms, fast bowlers. Langley. He was searching for that in the previous ball, but finally gets it right. With was given full length and backed himself. And that's what he has already said. He's moved into 30s. He will play his shots and try to get a boundary and just get the asking run rate just around 6 runs per over and below that. So now the man has been placed for that cover drive. Kapil has moved into his 33 of just 27 balls. Rizwan Qazi giving him good company of 14 of 16. Nelson on the board for the loss of 3 wickets, one shot away from finishing with 35 plus. Clipped away straight to the man. Single was on, but decided against. Wanted to find a gap. He would have certainly got a boundary. Just got it straight to the fielder. Good innings here. Strengthening the middle order. Compact innings from Kapil Angle. Outside edge, another one straight run out opportunity sent back. The 2 dot balls after getting the boundary. Few dot balls definitely bowled by Marzino in that over. And is 111 for 3 at the end of 15 overs. 34 needed off 30 balls. gets a single. The first one was a dot ball. Now we are coming into a phase where Kapil Angle will certainly go with one shot away, and a new batter is going to come. Stallions just need to hope that something happens. A wicket immediately after Kapil departs, they will be still in with a chance. You never know. It Big appeal. Yeah, he was heading back. He was heading back. He knew that he's trapped in front, trying to play across the line, and he has paid the price for it. That is what exactly I was telling. Yeah, that opportunity will come their way. This match is still not over. Still not over. 112 for 4 as Kapil Angle has played a compact innings as expected from Kapil. And in the middle overs, he has definitely got this team into a position where now it's all about the finisher's job. His innings has been appreciated here. Hard work done in the middle overs. Sweeps, strong sweeps being seen against the spinners, and good cover drives. Lots of singles. So that is an indication that he has worked hard for that innings of 34 runs. That's the equation on the screens. 33 of 27. Sandeep Dalal walking in the middle, taking the center stage, and another experienced campaigner, Raghuveer Kukalkar, had opted for the experienced campaigners in his team, and that's the reason why. Should get a comfortable couple. Tried to bowl with pace, turned out to be full toss. He didn't try to play too hard. He scored 2 runs. Yes, there's another one on the off. He's very quick runner between the wickets. He should be turning and looking for a two there. Back to back couple here. Uh, he's also a very hard working cricketer, and he's also about putting the ball in the gap and putting pressure on the fielders in the deep. And this is a tailor made situation for him. He likes to be in a situation where running hard matters, every run counts, and doesn't concede too many dot balls in his innings. And that's why the experience matters. And this Warriors camp had opted for a lot of experienced players, and they will be coming handy in a situation like this one. 16 overs bowled, 117 for 4 Warriors, and requiring 28, 28 needed of the last 24 balls. 28 of 24. Nikhil Virjinkar comes in. Captain need to pick up wickets here. Well bowled, very well bowled. He was uh, hoping that it is going to be a back of length, and the weight was on the back foot. That is what they need to be doing here. Try and bowl dot balls. Try and sneak in a wicket here. We have seen a similar situation in the T20 World Cup between India and South Africa, when the South Africa was cruising with almost 6-7 wickets in hand, and suddenly everything turned around. India kept on picking wickets, fielded really well, and then won that finals in USA, that previous World Cup. And that's what the Stallions should take some inspiration. There have been instances where the team looks very strong in the middle, but sometimes when it comes to finishing, they just panic a bit, and then the new batter comes in. It makes it difficult for them to strike the boundaries. They should stop the boundaries. And if they cut the boundaries, you can see they will be looking to do something different here, batters. Yeah, another one. I told you that's where the dot balls are going to come. This is unusual. Kazi, who is trying to play with fast hands. The length was not there to play the shot. Gets an extra bounce. Look at the bounce there going over the top of the wickets for Nikhil. This might be an interesting game. They were almost into a dominant position up till this point of time, the Warriors. Oh, that's poor ball. That's poor bowling. He knows that the mistake. Slower ball, but it needed to be outside the line of off stump. Swept away very strongly by Rizwan Kazi. No one fielding there, and a crucial boundary. Big error in the bowling from the captain. He was bowling well with medium paces. Just try to do something different here to surprise the batter with a change of pace, but it drifted down the leg side. Well put away. Well put away. Will just ease the pressure a bit in this over. (23). Oh, what a shot! What a shot this is! Just advancing down, little shimmy and opening the face. What a lovely cover drive that is. Beautifully opening the face, and no one there. You can see normally there is a sweeper over there, but there is a deep backward point, and there is a man straight in the covers position. Excellent batting from Rizwan Kazi. So these two boundaries, I think, must have relaxed the camp. He's going for one more. Man in the deep. It's coming straight to him, and he has dropped it. Rizwan Kazi has been dropped, and in return, couple of runs also taken. That would have been a big chance if Rizwan would have headed back. Sandeep Dalal is just the one to the crease. But they have got the runs. They've got a couple of boundaries. And Rizwan Kazi has moved into 25, 128 for the loss of 4 after 17. Just 17 required. And asking run rate has come down first time in this game to below 6 runs per over. 17 of 18. Marcino brought back. They need not only dot balls now, they need a couple of wickets. Just the 4 wickets lost. Oh, that's poor bowling. That's poor bowling. They are losing the grip here. We had expected a 145 was not good enough, and most of the times this team was comfortable. Just hoping for a miracle here from the 15th to 20th over. Just maybe hoping that the batting collapse in chasing for the last leg. But it didn't happen. And now they will never give in a situation where the asking run rate is below 6 runs per over with Sandeep Dalal on the crease. Seasoned campaigners who have done it in the past, they will never let this go out of the hands. As saw that once again, high back lift and a wonderful result. Another drive that fetches a boundary. And now things are going out of the hands for the Stallions. This looks like match getting over before the 20 overs being bowled. Rizwan Qazi is very, very comfortable with his shots. And certainly we have got an early finish. 134 and just 11 runs away. Just 11 runs away. They will certainly be looking to play more shots and finish this off in the next over itself. And gets him. Try to play across, fuller length. Rizwan Qazi departs, but he goes. Crucial partnership he has played with Kapil Angle and played a handy knock. Handy contribution from his side. And placing the team in a very good position as he departs out of the park with the 5th wicket down at 134. Just 11 needed. Clipped away. Looking for a couple of runs. Sandeep Dalal with a loud no. So Vasu Kanekar joining to give company to Sandeep Dalal. Look at this batting lineup from Rizwan Qazi, Kapil Angle, Sandeep Dalal, Vasudev Kunekar. Up the order going Lotlikar, all experienced players. I see just Vikas Shetty in that middle order, who is a new introduction for this team and a new addition to this season 11. He was not a part of the previous editions. Just 10 runs away, 13 balls more to go. That should go all the way. No, just one bounce, 4 runs. Another full experience and why experience completed by Raghuveer Kukarkar. Experience and why experience completed by Raghuveer Kukarkar was seen. Auctions was very important. They've got this side who have played thousands of matches, I feel, here on this ground in their entire career. Strong shot. Quick runner. Gets a single. Just 5 runs away. Just one good shot. And you see a good finish. They've got an array of fielders on the offside just to stop the boundary. They know that it's inevitable now. The result is very much clear. In the air. Chance. And that's been dropped. And they might sneak in one more. That should have got a wicket to Ankush Patil. So now 3 runs away. Looking for the big shot. Not the best shot that was played. Not in balance, not in control. Down the leg side, gets another single. Let's open the face, and that's the victory here. That's the victory for the Warriors camp. In fact, a tie. It's a tie. So 1 run away. And that should be the finish. A boundary to finish. Poor bowling from Ankush. He's struggling there with his cramps, and he will also require medical attention. But a convincing victory. They have not allowed the Stallions camp to sneak in with even a half chance there. Very strong. The pillars of the middle order have done an incredible job for this team. They never allowed the Stallions camp to come in this game and got their first victory. Lots of positivity take for the Warriors and lots of thinking here to be done by the Stallions camp as they are going to sort out their combinations right. They lost 2 in 2. Stallions, they are the only team to lose 2 in 2 so far in MCL season 11. And Warriors start off their journey of season 11 with a victory. They will be very pleased with the batting performance and also the bowling. So, congratulations to entire team and management of the Warriors camp for this victory, and commiserations to the losing side for losing the 2 in a row. So we'll see you in the presentation arena. Stay tuned.
Requesting both the captains to be ready, please. Both the captains, Warriors and Stallions.
So we have all set here for the post-match presentation ceremony here for the match just now played between the Warriors and the Stallions, winning the toss and opting to field first. A very good job done by the bowlers by picking up wickets at regular interval, and the middle order collapse not allow Stallions to come back. Not a big total of on this wicket, 145 target was put on for the batters of Stallions. But you see a strong batting and an experienced batting lineup did it with ease, with utmost comfort in the 18th over itself. May I now request Mr. Samari to kindly escort the chief guest of today's function, Rajendra Kukalkar, here in the presentation arena. Requesting Vinay Samari to kindly escort Rajendra Kukalkar, a senior member as well as a reputed statesman here. So requesting sir to kindly come here. And we'll also have a word with both the captains once our guest arrives in the middle. A comfortable victory for Warriors. And if you see a side which has a strong, experienced players in the middle overs to counter whatever challenges, and I think that proved to be handy in the end for the team of Warriors. The start of their journey of MCL season 11 with a victory. May I now invite Nikhil Virjinkar to have a word with us, the captain of Stallions. Well, Nikhil, he didn't get to a good start. And I see many of the players playing wrong shots in the middle overs, which could not capitalize. The worst thing was not playing the entire 20 overs.
That was a crime, not playing the entire 20 overs. I think our shot selection today was a bit to be desired. We should have scored at least 30 more runs, actually. And still, we had a fighting total on the board. But we made some mistakes in the field, dropped some catches. That also went against us. There are things to learn from this match. We'll see going ahead.
Yeah, losing 2 out of 2, that also thinks that the combinations are not as desired or as hoped for by the captain as well as the management. Maybe a lot of thinking to be done as far as the batting order as well as the bowling changes.
Yeah, a couple of our players are not available for the first 2 matches. So I think they'll be coming for the next matches. We'll probably have a better combination then. So let's see. Taking positives out of this.
Hard luck. Wishing you a better season ahead.
Thank you very much.
That was Nikhil Virjinkar with his comments about the match. Now may I invite the captain of the winning side, Govind Lotlikar. Well, hearty congratulations. It's very easy to take a decision of opting to field first in the morning session, and you hope that bowlers do a good job. All the bowlers chipped in with wicket, and especially I think the spell of Raghuveer Kukalkar was very important in those middle phase. I think once he took up those 3 wickets, there was never a turn around for the opponent batting.
Yes, initially, like we know about this wicket, 5-6 overs is slightly difficult to bat on because the ball is not coming onto the bat. Yeah, later on, like their power over was also good. They played well. They made around 50, so it was good. And later on, Raghu got us like good dismissal, which helped us to control.
And I saw you as well as a bowler. You were not trying to do anything fancy, just trying to put the balls in the right areas. Because if you see the wicket, there is nothing much to offer for any of the bowlers or even the spinners. And you're restricting them to 145. I think this wicket is something around 160, 165 at least. And that allowed to cruise you in the second innings.
Yes, actually, we had a set target of around 140 to 150, and so we were able to restrict them. Initially 10 overs, like they capitalized, but later, like next 10 overs, we had a set this final target of around 140 to 150. We meant to, and we control it.
The best thing about your side is plenty of experience in batting order. It starts from you. You can play with both styles. You can play the defensive as well as aggressive. You have got Sandeep Dalal in the middle. You have got Kapil Angle. So many experienced and seasoned campaigner Vasudev Kunekar as well. And that allows you some liberty here to just be more flexible around, isn't it?
Yes, we have got a good depth, so yeah, it helps me a lot because not have to worry about the things when we have got 4 to 5 experienced batsmen down batting too. So it's like I can go there and freely hit out.
Congratulations for the captain, and don't go anywhere. You itself are the player of the match for a fabulous batting and bowling performance. 38 with the bat and a wicket in the bowling. So here it is, Govind Lotlikar, player of the match for the inaugural match for the Warriors camp. So congratulations. That's it from the presentation arena from Harish Kakotkar.